right, everybody, welcome to this week's Classic Country A to Z. Happy May Day for May 1st, 2022. Tonight's show will essentially be an all Sonny James show tonight, which is only fitting given that today is what would have been Sonny James', I believe it's 94th birthday. So, although we will start with a couple of Shenandoah songs, these are the two songs that I actually started last week's show with, but then I had all the technical problems, and I don't think they didn't make the recording for sure, and I don't think they came across very well even in the broadcast. So we'll start with those two Shenandoah songs, and then we will dive back into Sonny James in honor of his birthday today. So, and of course there'll be an original song in the middle and a gospel song at the end. And so let's get on a roll here. The first of the two Shenandoah songs that got cut from the beginning of last week's show is a song that was their third number one hit, with all three of their number one hits coming in 1989. And this song is called 2 Dozen Roses. Brought flowers to your door last night. I done you wrong and I want to make it right. Well, you say I'm not welcome here. I know it ought to be perfectly clear, but I can't help but wonder what it might be like if I had 2 dozen roses and an older bottle of wine. If I really could have hung the moon, would it change your mind? Well, if I could cry a little harder and get a little less sleep at night, if I had 2 dozen roses, would it change your mind? Must have been a fool back then to lose something that you can't have again. I've done all that I know to do and second-guessed my every move, but I can't help but wonder what it might have been if I had 2 dozen roses and an older bottle of wine. If I really could have hung the moon, would it change your mind? And if I could cry a little harder and get a little less sleep at night, if I had 2 dozen roses, would it change your mind? Yeah, if I could cry a little harder and get a little less sleep at night, if I had 2 dozen roses, would it change your mind? Baby, would it change your mind? Oh, darling, would it change your mind? All right. Craig, thanks for tuning in. It's pretty rainy and chilly here as well, so settle into some music for tonight here, once again. All right, our second Shenandoah hit that got mistakenly cut from last week's show is one of their more up-tempo love songs. This song was their fourth number one hit, this one from 1990, and at 3 weeks at the top of the charts, it's the song that stayed at number one for them longer than any of their other hits. And this one is called Next to You, Next to Me. riding down the road in my pickup truck. You better get ready, 'cause I'm picking you up. With a full moon shining and a little bit of luck, we'll run out of gas and maybe get stuck. We can get lost, baby, I don't care. I ain't worried as long as you're there. There ain't no place that I'd rather be next to you, sitting next to me. There ain't no place that I'd rather be next to you, next to me. With a barbecue chicken and aluminum foil, just enough money for my gas and oil. Who needs a shrimp and your caviar? I'd sooner have you just the way you are. Rich people got their money to hold, mansion on a hill and diamonds and gold. You can't compare as far as I can see, next to you, sitting next to me. There ain't no place that I'd rather be next to you, next to me. With the radio playing our favorite song, I'll change the station if the news comes on. The signal ain't coming in too strong. We'll make our own music, honey, all night long. If the good Lord's willing, when we're old and gray, the kids are growing up and moved away, well, we'll be rocking it side by side with a barbecue chicken and a TV guide. There ain't no place that I'd rather be next to you, sitting next to me. There ain't no place that I'd rather be next to you, sitting next to me. No, there ain't no place that I'd rather be next to you, next to me. All right. Looks like we've got some more folks here. Carrie, thanks for tuning in. Gail, glad you liked that song. That's kind of a fun one. Carrie, yeah, I guess that's a good with a pickup. That's kind of how it works, I guess, in a bench seat probably. All right. Next up, now we're back to Sonny James, and Sonny James began in 1966 with this next song. This was his first song that year. Became his fourth #1 hit, and it was also included on that "True Love's a Blessing" album that. We did that song last week. This song is called "Take Good Care of Her." I suppose I ought to say congratulations, for you won the only girl I'll ever love. But I hurt too much to face the situation. So take good care of her, take good care of her. Just to be around her was my greatest pleasure. She was everything my future held in store. So remember, when you take my only treasure, to take good care of her, take good care of her. I must accept it, she loves you more than me. So with my broken heart, I'll bow out gracefully. Please don't send me any wedding invitations, for I couldn't bear to see her there with you. If she's happy, that will be my consolation. Just take good care of her, take good care of her. Yes, guess I must accept it. She loves you more than me. So with my broken heart, I'll bow out gracefully. Please don't send me any wedding invitations, for I couldn't bear to see her there with you. If she's happy, that will be my consolation. Just take good care of her. Take good care of her. Please take good care of her. All right. Next up is Sonny's next hit from 1966. When this song reached number 2 on the charts, this song was his last song that would not be number 1, would not be a number 1 hit for quite some time, because the next 16 songs he released after this one, over the next 5 years, all became number 1 hits. Sonny co-wrote this song, and this one is called Room in Your Heart. Is there room in your heart for me? Room for a fool like me. I still love you, sweetheart, can't you see? Just open your heart. Make room for me. Oh, I was wrong to walk out that day. Can you forgive the fool things I say? I'm sorry now that I hurt you so. Please take me back. Oh, I just gotta know. Is there room in your heart for me? Room for a fool like me. I still love you, sweetheart, can't you see? Just open your heart and make room for me. Is there room in your heart for me? Room for a fool like me. I still love you, sweetheart, can't you see? Just open your heart and make room for me. Just open your heart and make room for me. Okay, next up, it's a song that is the first of many examples of where Sonny had a major hit, in this case a number 1 hit, with a song that was previously a pop hit, and oftentimes somewhere else in the world, in Britain or Ireland, and this is one of those songs. Began his streak of 16 number 1s in a row. This song is called I'll Never Find Another You, which was a British pop hit, and it's also known I guess, as There's a New World Somewhere. So, but Sonny released it as I'll Never Find Another You. This song is also, there were several of his songs that are at a pace that's much faster than I can play. So where the lyrics don't go as fast as the instrumentation does. So I kind of try to piece it together to make it as close to what he did as possible. Well, there's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land, and I'll be there someday if you will hold my hand. I still need you here beside me, no matter what I do, for I know I'll never find another you. Well, there is always someone for each of us, they say, and you'll be my someone forever and a day. I could search the whole world over until my life is through, but I know I'll never find another you. Well, it's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. If I walk through a storm, you'll be my guide. Be my guide. If they gave me a fortune, my treasure would be small. I could lose it all tomorrow and never mind at all. But if I should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'd do, for I know I'll never find another you. Yeah, it's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. If I walk through a storm, you'll be my guide. Be my guide. If they gave me a fortune, my treasure would be small. I could lose it all tomorrow and never mind at all. But if I should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'd do, for I know I'll never find another you. For I know I'll never find another you. Okay. Our next Sonny James #1 hit is from 1968. This one's another example of Sonny covering a song that was previously a hit somewhere else in the world. This one came from Ireland, and Sonny's recording of this song is yet another example of one of those where the instrumentation is faster than the lyric. In fact, this one, the lyric is a fair amount slower. Anyway, this one is called Born to Be With You. By your side, satisfied through and through, 'cause I was born to be with you. Wondrously love can see, so I knew that I was born to be with you. find peace of mind. Yes, I do, 'cause I was born to be with you. I'll be by your side, satisfied through and through, 'cause I was born to be with you. All life through, yes, I was born to be with you. Yes, I was born to be with you. Now, next up, there's a little backstory on this song. This is one of his 1969 number one hits. This song was written by J.P. Richardson, who was a very popular Texas disc jockey in the mid-'50s and who went on to have his own successful recording career with his stage name of The Big Bopper. Richardson also wrote the songs Chantilly Lace, which was a big hit for him, and later for Jerry Lee Lewis, and White Lightning, which became a huge hit for George Jones in 1959. Tragically, Richardson was killed at the young age of 28 in early 1959 in the same small plane crash that killed Buddy Holly and Ritchie Valens. Apparently, Richardson thought the Romeo and Juliet theme of this song was too serious for him to record. So he passed it on to his Cajun musician friend Johnny Preston, who originally was also unsure about this song, but was eventually persuaded to cut it. Preston first recorded the song in late 1958, just a few months before Richardson died, but due to Richardson's untimely death, the song and all the legal issues around that, the song couldn't be released until later in 1959. And it went on to be a huge hit for Johnny Preston. One other side note, I guess, is that in Johnny Preston's original recording of this song, both J.P. Richardson and George Jones sang backup vocals on his recording. Anyway, this toe-tapping story song, Romeo and Juliet song, is called Running Bear. On the bank of the river stood a running bear, young Indian brave. On the other side of the river stood his lovely Indian maid. Little White Dove was her name, such a lovely sight to see. But their tribes forbid each other, so their love could never be. Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love that couldn't die. He couldn't swim the raging river, 'cause the river was too wide. He couldn't reach the little white dove waiting on the other side. In the moonlight he could see her blowing kisses across the waves. and her heart was beating faster, waiting for her Indian brave. Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love that couldn't die. Well, Running Bear dove in the water, little white dove did the same, and they swam out to each other. Through the swirling stream they came, as their hands touched and their lips met, the raging river pulled them down. Now they'll always be together in that happy hunting ground. Oh, Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Oh, Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love that couldn't die. Oh, Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running Bear loved a little white dove with a love that couldn't die. All right, some up-tempo. Knew you'd like that one, Gail. All right, next up. Sonny's, this is Sonny's cover of what was originally a big rhythm and blues songs, big hit from the 1950s for a guy named Ivory Joe Hunter, who wrote the song. And this became Sonny's third #1 hit in 1969 alone. This one is called Since I Met You, Baby. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. And everybody tells me that I'm not the same. Well, I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. No, I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. 'Cause since I met you, baby, all I need is you. Well, since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. Yeah, since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. I'm gonna try to please you in every way I can. Yeah, since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. Yeah, since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. And I'm gonna try to please you in every way I can. Yeah, darling, I'm gonna try to please you in every way I can. pluck a bad string, it just kind of ruins the ending of the whole song. All right. Yeah, Gail. So that's kind of what happens sometimes. I didn't have all of these in my library yet, and then I got started going through Sonny James' list, and they just kept popping up, and it's like, well, that's a great song. Well, that's a great song, and it was just a whole lot more than I ever even realized. So we've reached the portion of the show, pretty close to on time, I think, where I do one of our original songs that my friend Charlie and I wrote. This was one of those songs that acknowledges how sometimes the slamming of one relationship door just opens the possibility of something better. And this is called Thank You for Breaking My Heart. That day you closed the door, I begged you to tell me why, but you never looked back, never even said goodbye. But looking back now, I thank you for closing that door, 'cause you gave me the chance to find the love I was looking for. So thank you for breaking my heart, for tearing my world apart, for making me see what true love could be. Oh, thank you for breaking my heart. I know you'll never know how much you hurt me that day, leaving me in the dark with no flame to light the way. But a new flame arose from the darkness you left behind, a never-ending light from the love I thought I'd never find. So thank you for breaking my heart, for tearing my world apart, for making me see what true love could be. Oh, thank you for breaking my heart. When you left, I thought all my dreams were gone, but it's always darkest just before dawn, 'cause true love was out there waiting all along. Yeah, she is everything you could ever hope to be. She lights up my world and shows my heart what it means to be free. So thank you for breaking my heart, for tearing my world apart, for making me see what her love could be. Oh, thank you for breaking my heart. Darling, thank you for breaking my heart, for tearing my world apart, for making me see what her love could be. Oh, thank you for breaking my heart. Darling, thank you for breaking my heart. Okay. Now, back to Sonny James. Next up is another one of Sonny's covers of another rhythm and blues hit from the 50s. This was his fourth number one hit, just in 1969 alone. And the song also became a number 7 hit for Glenn Campbell in 1986. And finally, it was a number 1 hit for Randy Travis in 1989. And this song is called It's Just a Matter of Time. Someday, some way, you realize that you've been and blind. Yeah, darling, you're gonna need me again. It's just a matter of time. Go on, till you reach the end of the line. But I know you'll pass my way again. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you laughed and you called me a clown. Remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know that one day you'll wake up and find that my love was a true love. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you laughed and you called me a clown. But remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know that one day you'll wake up and find that my love was a true love. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Now, Sonny's first number one hit in 1970 had already been a number one pop hit for Petula Clark back in 1966. This song, which is another one of those Sonny James songs where the instrumentation is just a little too fast for me to play, although the lyrics are not. This is called My Love. My love is warmer than the warmest sunshine, softer than a sigh. My love is deeper than the deepest ocean, wider than the sky. My love is brighter than the brightest star that shines every night above. And there is nothing in this world that could ever change my love. Something happened to my heart the day that I met you, something that I never felt before. You were always on my mind no matter what I do, and every day it seems I want you more. My love is warmer than the warmest sunshine, softer than a sigh. My love is deeper than the deepest ocean, wider than the sky. My love is brighter than the brightest star that shines every night above. And there is nothing in this world that could ever change my love. Well, once I thought that love was meant for anyone else but me. And once I thought you'd never come my way. Now it only goes to show how wrong we all can be. For now I have you tell you every day. My love is warmer than the warmest sunshine, softer than a sigh. My love is deeper than the deepest ocean, wider than the sky. My love is brighter than the brightest star that shines every night above. There is nothing in this world that could ever change my love. No, there is nothing in this world that could ever change my love. Okay. Next up, another song that Sonny co-wrote and also released in 1970, and this also was another number one hit that year. Stayed at number one for 4 weeks for him, and this is called Don't Keep Me Hanging On. Don't keep me hanging on. Let me go, let me go, let me go. If your love is through, if your love is gone, don't keep me hanging on. I'm a big fool to love you when you treat me like I'm your clown. Well, it's easy to see that you don't love me. You just want me hanging around. So don't keep me hanging on. Let me go, let me go, let me go. If your love is through, if your love is gone, don't keep me hanging on. Times when I'd say I'm leaving, you keep begging me to stay. When I try to go, you put on a show. Somehow I can't get away. So don't keep me hanging on. Let me go, let me go, let me go. If your love is through, if your love is gone, oh, don't keep me hanging on. Yeah, if your love is through, if your love is gone, oh, don't keep me hanging on. Please don't keep me hanging on. Okay, now next up, another song that was originally a rhythm and blues hit for the songwriter, who was named Brooke Benton, back in 1959. Benton also wrote Sonny's hit, It's Just a Matter of Time, and Sonny's cover of this song hit number one in 1970. This one is called Endlessly. higher than the highest mountain, deeper than the deepest sea. Well, that's how I will love you, oh darling, endlessly. Softer than the gentle breezes, stronger than the wild oak tree. Well, that's how I will hold you, oh darling, endlessly. Oh my love, you are my heaven, you are my kingdom, you are my crown. Oh my love, you're all I pray for. You were made for these arms to surround. Faithful as a morning sunrise, safe as a love can be. Well, that's how I will love you, oh darling, endlessly. Oh my love, you are my heaven, you are my kingdom, you are my crown. Oh my love, you're all I pray for. You were made for these arms to surround. Faithful as the morning sunrise, safe as a love can be. Well, that's how I will love you, oh darling, endlessly. Oh darling, endlessly. All right, next up, another song that Sonny covered that was originally a rhythm and blues hit from the 50s. This one was written and originally released by Ivory Joe Hunter, who also wrote Sonny's hit Since I Met You Baby. This song hit number one for Sonny in 1971 and stayed at number one for 4 weeks. This song and the album are called Empty Arms. These empty arms I'll have no more. Empty arms that long for you, and they wait, dear, just for you. And these arms will stay this way till you return to them someday. Each lonely night when I go to bed, I hold the pillow where you used to lay your head. Empty arms, but not for long, 'cause my baby is coming home. And when she walks through that door, these empty arms I hold the pillow where you used to lay your head. Empty arms, but not for long, 'cause my baby is coming home. And when she walks through that door, these empty arms I'll have no more. These empty arms I'll have no more. Now, next up, another of Sonny's covers of a rhythm and blues song. In this case, this was a number 3 hit in 1961 for the songwriter named Jimmy Reed. The song became Sonny's 15th number 1 hit in a row when it reached number 1 in 1971, and it reached number 91 on the pop charts that year as well. This song is called Bright Lights, Big City. It's kind of a typical blues pattern. Bright lights, big city, went to my baby's head. Bright lights, big city, went to my baby's head. I tried to tell my woman, but she don't believe a word I said. It's alright, pretty baby, you're gonna need my help someday. It's alright, pretty baby, you're gonna need my help someday. Well, you're gonna wish you'd listen to some of those things I said. Go ahead, pretty woman, honey, knock yourself out. Go ahead, pretty woman, honey, knock yourself out. Well, I still love you, baby, 'cause you don't know what it's all about. Bright lights, big city, went to my baby's head. Bright lights, big city, went to my baby's head. Well, I hope that you remember some of those things I said. Yeah, I hope that you remember some of those things I said. Didn't mean to mute that last note. All right. Doing all right on time still. Next up, another song that was originally a pop hit back in 1962. As you sensing a pattern here. This was a pop hit for George Pitney. Sonny James' cover of this song was released in 1971. It went to number 2 for him. And this one is called Only Love Can Break a Heart. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Last night I hurt you darling, remember this. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. You know I'm sorry. I'll prove it with just one kiss. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Give me a chance to make up for the harm I've done. Try to forgive me, and let's keep the two of us one. Please let me hold you and love you for always and always. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Give me a chance to make up for the harm I've done. Try to forgive me, and let's keep the two of us one. Please let me hold you and love you for always and always. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. That one's a little high for me, but we got through it anyway. All right, Sonny actually first released this next song as the B-side to his very first #1 hit way back in 1956. That's where I started last week with Sonny James, called Young Love. And at the time, this song was released under the title You're the Reason I'm in Love. And though it didn't make the charts in 1956 as a B-side song, it did reach #6 on Billboard magazine's Disc Jockey's Most Played Country and Western Songs on that chart, for whatever that's worth, in early 1957. Then Sonny re-recorded the song in 1972, 15 years later, at a slightly quicker tempo, and re-released it under the title That's Why I Love You Like I Do. And so That's Why I Love You Like You Do is this version, and You're the Reason I'm in Love is the original version. You're the reason I'm in love. You're my shining star above. You're my every dream come true. Well, that's why I love you like I do. Well, Adam shared his love with Eve. Well, some may doubt, but I believe. I would give my life for you. And that's why I love you like I do. Yes, you're the reason I'm in love, and you're my shining star above, and you're my every dream come true. That's why I love you like I do. Yes, that's why I love you like I do. Darling, that's why I love you like I do. Kind of a random string pluck there in the middle of the whistle session. All right, our last Sonny James song for tonight was his 22nd number one hit, this one from 1972. There'll be more Sonny James next week, but not a full show again. His 22nd number one from this one from 1972, and this one is called When the Snow is on the Roses. Now the golden sun can see us kiss. Every summer day we'll love like this. When the snow is on the roses, when the bluebirds flown away, in my arms we'll both remember all the love we share today. As we walk along the silvery shore, vows we make will last forevermore. When the snow is on the roses, when the summer stars are gone, one more summer will be over, but our love will still go on. Yes, when the snow is on the roses, when the bluebirds flown away, in my arms we'll both remember all the love we share today, all the love we share today. All right, which leads us to our gospel song for tonight. This is written by a woman by the name of Charlotte Elliott way back in 1835. And this is called Just As I Am. Just as I am, without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come I come. Just as I am, though tossed about with many a conflict, many a doubt, fightings and fears within, without, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Just as I am, thou wilt receive, wilt welcome, pardon, cleanse, relieve, because thy promise I believe, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Just as I am, thy love unknown has broken every barrier down. Now to be thine, yea, thine alone, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Now to be thine, yea, thine alone, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. All right, which takes us to our benediction. May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. All right. Gail, you're welcome. You're welcome very much. And Mary Pat, glad that hit the spot for you. And thank you all for tuning in and for listening. For those who are listening later, again, as always, please feel free to share the video and or the recording. And we will see you back here next Sunday. We will probably finish up Sonny James finally next Sunday. And I don't know who's next yet. So that'll all come together tomorrow and Tuesday before I figure it all out. And I'll try to remember to put the reminder in on Wednesday instead of waiting until the day of the show like I did this week. So have a great week. Stay healthy and safe, and we will see you back next Sunday. Good night, everybody.